Hello, I'm Ryan Jones, reporting live at the Shady Academy 2020 opening convocation. I'm excited to be here. First, I would like to congratulate all the seniors who you see walking by. I'll also give a great thanks to the bagpipes. And as we see, we have Annabelle walking right here. I would like to pull Annabelle out. Annabelle, how are you feeling going into this school year?
I think it's really weird. Like, this is definitely going to be a different senior year than we were all expecting, but I think if we stick together and we all work to make this a healthy and happy year, I think it can be exactly what we thought it was going to be. It'll just be different.
Great answer. Way to stick together while still staying socially distanced. We all have our mask on. We're all prepared for whatever this year brings. Like I said, I would like to wish all the seniors good luck. Is there any more seniors I'd like to pull out? All the seniors here looking good, looking good. Come here. I'm here with Hugh Cochran, a face that you will always see here at Shady Academy. How are you feeling going into this school year?
It's good. Feeling good with the mask on. Good to see you.
That's good. Good to see you too. Good luck this year, man. Keep talking. Come here. Yeah. Come here. I'm here with, this is going to be the best guest that we have. Our starting quarterback, JC12. How are you feeling going into this school year, this football season? There's a lot of unknowns. How are you hoping to control the things that you can control?
You know what? We just got to embrace it, man. It's a crazy time. You don't know what's going on. Coach D says just got to roll with the punches.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You have a good day.
Have a day. Take care, buddy.
Mwah. Love you too. Why are there so many? Why are there so many? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Welcome to SSA Studios for the first live broadcast of Convocation. Special thank you to all of the members of the WSSA team for their efforts in bringing this morning's Convocation to you live. And a good morning to all as we begin writing the 137th chapter in the Shady Side Academy story. It will undoubtedly be a chapter that calls us to be our very best, the most generous, resilient, compassionate, and caring version of ourselves. We will navigate this year a series of what would have previously been considered once-in-a-lifetime social, economic, political, and public health crises. Were we managing just one of these crises at the moment, we would have regarded it as uniquely demanding and entirely defining. But we are processing all of them and all at once. But in the face of these crises, we are poised to move forward together as a community. And we are not the first to do so at Shadyside. And our school has a storied history that tells us that we're up for it and ready to rise to the occasion. The Academy has grown stronger through world wars, the Great Depression, the Civil Rights Movement, Vietnam, and 9/11, among other disruptive yet ultimately transformative events in our national history. Years from now, what will future SSA presidents and alums have to say about the impact of 2020 on the Academy? How did the school change for the better? How did 2020 affirm what should never change about our school? We will have the opportunity this year to steer the Academy through what history will likely judge as one of SSA's most formative moments. Every year presents a chance for us, all community members, to make history. But there have only been a handful of Shady-side convocations with so much at stake and such an uplifting sense of promise in the offing. What can each of us do to fulfill that promise? For starters, wear a mask, socially distance, avoid large crowds, wash your hands. Here on campus and beyond, all of us plays a role in keeping one another safe and healthy. Once you can manage these things, care for your friends, your colleagues, engage in respectful dialogue with people who think differently from you. And as President Keating will undoubtedly urge you in the coming weeks, help Shadyside come up with a unifying and inspired new mascot. Of course, we all owe a debt of thanks to Shadyside's administration, faculty, and staff for the months of health and safety planning that have allowed us to even begin thinking about such opportunities. I hope each of you will show your appreciation to the nurses working extra hours on our campuses, the technologists providing us new and flexible tools, the facilities team that has renovated so much of our campus in support of health and safety, and of course the teachers and coaches who are faithfully adjusting to new schedules, routines, spaces, technologies, and expectations. Please thank them all when you have opportunity. All of us are adjusting in real time to a world we never would have anticipated at this point last year. And none of us are getting everything we want or on the timeline we would have preferred. For that reason, 2020 will be a year of both personal and community sacrifice, but also an opportunity for leadership, for service to others. And those opportunities just might become the positive legacy of these difficult times at SSA. I also want to share some special notes of welcome this morning. First, a word to our many new students. We are thrilled you are here and confident you will have an immediate and lasting impact on our community. Please ask for help, get involved, and be brave in your efforts to connect with new friends and classmates. I also want to recognize the roughly 10% of our senior school student body who will begin the year learning remotely. While you may be apart from us physically, at least for the time being, you are as much a part of our community as ever. And finally, a warm welcome to all of our senior school faculty who are new. We look forward to getting to know you and learn from you in the months and years ahead. Welcome to Shadyside. And then finally, I'd like to welcome and introduce Ms. Sabundayo, our new head of senior school. Ms. Sabundayo comes to SSA from Princeton Day School, a pre-K through 12 co-ed independent school in Princeton, New Jersey, where she served as head of upper school. Prior to PDS, Trixie spent 14 years at Marin Academy, a co-ed independent day school outside San Francisco. There she held a number of leadership roles, including English department chair, dean of equity and inclusion, and sophomore class dean. A native of Maryland, Ms. Sabundayo earned a bachelor's degree in English from Johns Hopkins University, where she captained both the field hockey and lacrosse teams and where she was named a first-team All-American in lacrosse. She holds a master's degree in English from Middlebury College. Ms. Sabundayo has two wonderful children, Tegan and Quinny. Both of them are attending Country Day, and her husband, Josh Frechette, will serve in Shadyside's admissions office and as a varsity football and boys lacrosse coach. Ms. Sabundayo has many interests. She's a painter, gardener, and dedicated foodie. And I think you will find her an all-around great person to speak with and simply get to know. So please join me in welcoming Ms. Sabundayo and her family to Pittsburgh. And at this point, I'd like you to join me in welcoming Ms. Sabundayo to the podium and Shadyside. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, Senior School, and welcome to our 2020 Convocation. My name is Ms. Sabundayo, and I'm head of the Senior School. And although my family and I arrived over 2 months ago, in my eyes, today officially marks the beginning of my first year here at Shadyside Academy, a day that I have long anticipated. And today marks a special day for all of us. Our campus is open to the entire senior school community for the first time since last spring. And despite the circumstances we are facing, we are here, beginning the year together, and I am so thrilled. As you come to know me, you'll soon learn that I am someone who loves to pause and reflect at the beginning of the day, of the week, of the year. And as I pause and reflect at the beginning of this year, my first year here at Shadyside Academy, I think about the weeks leading up to this day and the many conversations I've had with our community, with our faculty, our families, new and returning, with students, with staff, and with alumni. And as I reflect on these conversations, what I observe is how often I found myself speaking about how much Shadyside feels like home to me already. The clarity of our mission, its alignment with my own guiding values, and the community that embodies this mission all bring me great comfort. We believe in thinking expansively, leading responsibly, and acting ethically. And our work, whether you are a student, staff, faculty, or parent, rests upon the importance of cultivating the minds, hearts, and souls of our community members. What a worthy mission. And as I've come to see it, our mission is not merely a collection of empty words. Since my introduction to Shadyside Academy, I see our community living our mission in so many ways. I saw it from afar in the way we moved through COVID last spring. We practiced creative thinking and responsible action. I saw it this summer in the ways we have taken on and continue to take on hard conversations around race, difference, and belonging here at Shadyside Academy. I see it today in the way our faculty thinks about teaching and learning and the high bar they set for you as students and themselves as teachers, guides, and coaches. I see it in the many conversations I have had with students and families in the brief time that I have been here. We say our mission, and we do our mission. And our mission is not easy. It asks each of us to hold ourselves accountable for our high expectations and standards, both in our academic endeavors and our ethical action. Our mission asks that each of us looks at our individual achievements and how they dovetail with our larger responsibility to the greater good of our communities. It asks each of us to aspire to make ourselves and the people and places around us better. This is a hard ask, and this is our work to do. Beginnings are a wonderful way of recalibrating, and typically, at the start of each year, I ask myself and my school community to pause and reflect on their learnings over the past year and their intentions of the upcoming year. As we begin this year, it is time once again to remember and recommit to our school's mission. In some ways, today feels much the same as previous years. New teachers, new classes, new cohorts, new responsibilities, and new people. There is a familiar hope, anticipation, excitement, and trepidation of what's to come. Yet this year is not like any other year. This year, we are recalibrating in a way we have never been asked to do. We are in an unprecedented time, a historic moment, a year like no other, and we cannot forget this. Reflecting on the ways we will live our school's mission might not be as easy this go-around. How do you think expansively? How will you lead responsibly and act ethically in this new year of newness and national and global challenge? How do we balance our individual needs with our community obligations in the face of these challenges? Answering these questions is a bit more complicated this year. With new and unfamiliar practices and protocol, our choices matter more than maybe they ever have. We have the opportunities, big and small, to take care of ourselves and each other and to practice kindness, compassion, responsibility, honesty, and safety. Most of all, we have the opportunity to lean on each other when we need help and to help when others are in need. This year presents a whole host of new questions, decisions, experiences, and we will live our mission and face these challenges together. At the beginning of each year, I routinely express a wish for my students and school community. And before I close, I want to share my wish for you. I hope each of you finds ways to practice our mission every day, and I hope you remember to approach this new year with a beginner's mind. Open, observant, reflective, patient, eager, and kind. Welcome to the new year. I'm excited to get to know each and every one of you. May you have a wonderful and safe start to the beginning of this year. Thank you. I will now turn the mic over to our student body president, Jack Keating.
Good morning. My name is Jack Keating, your student body president, and I am proud to welcome you all to the 2020-2021 academic school year. Be smart, make good decisions, be a leader. Jack, pay attention in class. Mind your manners, be polite. Just some of the quotes we've all heard growing up, whether it be from parents, coaches, teachers, Mr. Grant, and many more. Personally, I love quotes. I think they're little pieces of wisdom that you can remember and take with you for your entire life. They can be words to live by and something that you pass on to younger generations. Today, I would like to share a few of my favorites that have helped me grow as a person. My first quote comes from our new offensive line coach, Coach Bellinati. He is having a major impact, teaching us numerous life lessons in his short time coaching at Shady side. A couple of my favorite quotes from him are, "When in doubt, knock somebody out," and "I hope I'm in your dreams, Jack Keating." But the one I'll focus on today is, "The only things you can control in life are your attitude and your effort." I want to break this quote down into two parts. First off, attitude. As we've seen these past 7 months, nothing is guaranteed. We don't have control over many things, including school, sports, events, and much more. One thing we can't control, however, is our attitude. We can always wake up and just be excited. That means walking into school every day, just happy to be there. The second part of this quote is effort. When I think about effort, I think about reach, or stretching yourself. As a freshman, I didn't think student council was for me, but I decided to give it a shot. Sophomore and junior year, I never imagined I would be giving a speech to you today, but here I am before you. Try something new. In addition to that, give effort in everything you do now. We lost a few football games this year, so we're going to practice harder than ever. We don't get to the Student Center in Scott Commons, so we'll find other places to convene and build as a class and as a student body. Spring sports lost their entire season last year, so they're going to make this next season the best they can. Let's come together, keep a good attitude, and put a lot of effort into making this next year the best one yet. My second quote comes from Mr. Griffith. Mr. Griffith came to Shady side last year, and from day one, when we saw him in that vibrant yellow suit we see him in today, we knew he was here to be visible, to build school spirit, to be involved, and most importantly, to rally us as a student body. He arrived to strengthen our community. When I asked Mr. Griffith for a quote, he gave me one of his college football coach would tell his team, "When spiders unite, they can tie down a lion." As we know, the world is facing many challenges, specifically in the United States. We need to rally as a school, and regardless of what is going on in the outside world, we need to be one community. Shadyside needs to be a safe zone for all of us. When you step onto Shadyside grounds, the campus should feel safe, welcoming, and inclusive. We have the resources to do that, and as a student body, we should deliver on a promise of unity that builds community. We need to unite and support each other in all of our endeavors and to rally in support of our diverse interests and passions that we have. Even if we can't be there for each other in person, we can watch live streams, speak at assemblies, and send texts and calls to our friends to tell them how well they did. United, we will build a strong and safe community for our student body that can tame the largest of challenges, even as spiders can tie down a lion. The final piece I'll give to you comes from Dr. McGreevy Morales. Dr. taught me freshman year in Spanish too, and then, even with the amount of trouble I caused in that class, was somehow okay becoming my advisor. As my advisor, she helped me through countless hard times and always leaves me with advice when I leave her meetings. When I asked her for a quote, she gave me more of a philosophy. And if you know Doctora, you know she has a very strong philosophical side to her. Doctora told me, never take things for granted, be thankful for what you have, and keep your enthusiasm about your life. This pertains to the last point I want to cover and is very important as we enter this year. As I've said before, nothing is guaranteed. We must take full advantage of our opportunities. To build on that, we need to be thankful and not take even the simple things for granted. We are already so blessed to attend Shadyside Academy, and every day that we're able to get up and go for in-person classes, let's be thankful for it. The people I've met here have changed my life. From the time I was a bright-eyed 8th grader coming into a new school from Cincinnati, Ohio, not knowing anyone, to where I stand now before you all, before my best friends, my girlfriend, some of my most influential teachers, my role models, and so many people that have impacted my life for the better. Whether you're a Shadyside in person or online, don't let this amazing opportunity pass you by. Be thankful and do not take the school for granted. The world as we know it has changed forever. We have encountered a global pandemic. We've watched incredible social injustice, and we have missed major milestone events in our lives because we're forced to be at our homes in isolation. Thanks to the hard work of our faculty, we were able to come back to this great school to learn, develop, and engage, so that one day we will be the leaders of tomorrow, solving the pandemic, fighting social injustice, and delivering on world leadership to address life's changes. In our simple way today, I want to leave us with an easy charge to get there. Come to school every day with a good attitude. Reach into new activities. Don't take even the simple things for granted, and make a strong effort to unify as a student body. We can deliver the best year yet at Shadyside, even if it's not our normal one. I'll leave you today with the first line of the alma mater and Mr. Griffith's favorite quote, "Glory to Shadyside." Let's have a great year, and God bless.
Thank you, Jack. All right, so here's our first test. We have just had our first fire drill. So as you would, go ahead and evacuate your spaces as quickly and socially distanced, please, and I will see you outside. Thank you all.